yebedi ho enkomo ye de anigye kase nso ebebro na ena nkomo ofie enda nkomo ofie so omampani John Dramani Mahama tumi no susu se wanya aboro so a yenti oye de ne emra ebo abra na ye kase bibi ne bibi ebo abra echese ene no nse ebrabo tuntum fita benkum nifa na chese the opposite side of a story and I say bibi ya kasa asem ne asem bra na se kire nya person we na so we enti o mampani John Dramani Mahama so emra no na wonim na mera nimfo ne won nam no na sabi o mo educate no o mo nkyekere no ana se o ye mampani nti otimi bibi abra wo pe o mai tumi a eye adwuma no amamu no eye san se miensa obi edi ne lemu enti eye dan na abra enipa bi the petition ekoma omampani no se one the Council of States adwen ho enti so omampani ne Council of States agi bi di tumu a misa se ayen bi asamagia tum na ne mra enko ene mra ebo abra ese se o man no chenchena achi yagi tumu ana adwenpo ben na tai MPP MDC aban no omampani John Dramani Mahama etiko enti Chief Justice ese se nipa bi di petition aba ana na sembi okoka wo akonsombo say MPP abaye chair mo no osusu say what the atemuafo a osusu so ya MPP for na akọ Supreme Court nti odo nso pese wo de atemuafo osusu so mo ya NDC for na akọ gu Supreme Court wana na we eboa oman no nhyehyeye obi bebi sasese ne omampani dada na na dodan kwa akufo-addo the justices no be ekọ nanso so na enamra kwan so anase wasore ya ena wade enkofo kogu wasom ya timuafo ne omampani John Dramani Mahama ne NDC for ye ni sei no ebeboa Ghana nkoso ebema oman no na ebre bi ohwa Dr. Kwame Nkrumah oye bi pam Chief Justice bi enunti na enei na se obi ya de na amfamra kwan so achenhya ache esese won so be de yana ahen fabrim senye omampani John Dramani Mahama epenso a yemisa se ahen fa na semwo court yenni nwieye na yetimi sigina ya yedimbone omampani John Dramani Mahama eni say yeti ha ama na na dodan kwa akufo-addo aban etwa mu na nsan yi edi nipa bi a no osusu so ya NDC for nanso afa kwan bi so ama oman na boka ekogina aseni bia omampani John Dramani Mahama ba ya sankrofo nya wa amakoto ko ani asem no yi onyina asa asem ko amom nto aso biem opani papani obama Ghana konanim ana so ma Ghana sei ye nyina ya tie nkrofo amogina aseni bia ye di wo masem koto di wo masem ada na wo makwan amakoto no ni asem no nwie nempo senka koba se court no bua wonfa wagya utumi so mampani so apade no won ayom aba nanso ama se ni no ankoso Chief Justice asamwa na was suspending na the justice bafu boni na e chiri no ayaya bia wo asam no eni Supreme Court omodi ana se wo de mampani John Dramani Mahama wo mumra eni de open aye ne Ghana ha se o ye president nti ana sa na mra no ka ana say baby NDC oman no kono ene ebedi mo nkomo abisa se ne kwan no eyemra na se osi ne pabia abaye twam no ede won akokot obra court gina so di asem no wayi won nyina asem no watwetwa ne nyina mu na wasa ase anso se sankrofo ano mo kan aban no mu se won de odo mo court na sabe yekum odwade ni didwa ye gya kromfo ko hwe kromfo fofo ana asaba mi bisa no yekum odwade ni didwa na sabe ye gya kromfo ekwache kromfo foforo omampani esabe na wutwa to hoi saasa no wutwa no ebema odimpa ebemu agya dimpa ana sa ebemu agya dimbone nanka Ghana fo nyina nim se o ma ya toso mienu a wo bai de anka ne ma pa be firi mu aba nanso aka me se ne ma wo ye nyina ye de ammoa man no ene ma wo ye nyina koye ene ma ayesa bone a wo twa ato ho oba yi adwumayefo a na wo adwuma mu a wo se abayo twam no fa won che nyina wo yi won nyina adi oba yi ase adwuma no mu emra ne bambo nyuma no mu mpanimfo a wo ho ye adwuma a obi amfie nso ye so obekọ pension nyina empo so je adwuma no nkura de wetimi afa ma obi owo 1 star so medu obi owo 4 stars anim na saa na ye no akanfo bu baby yese se nkoma wo ho abadu ni ade oye mampaninti o wuro nkrofo kawa form matri so na fashion adwuma so mampanin John Dramani Mahama fashion adwuma se de nantwie ni bodua anka ne to no saa na wo konfo ekuta wo a wo di huri twa wo ho won so nka won nsam tumi no o won fe 9 a de bedu o man so na ede na Ghana fo betwa fa ho o ba ye no title bi a the whole world waje obi entimenye dum so o na ade baaye a encyclopedia mu o ye den na say kwade na me title say nkofo keke ka ne say so me edum kan na so generator kro be men nkofo abedum nche so pese o desu mu nti wa koto generator kro bi ya onya oba me abedum no dum so de waje abo ho and obi enim say ye wa wo de ya enti o ma ye toso me yenu na nka nkofo nim so wakwa ba enti wo de niam afoforo bi na eba boa sa o ma ye toso me yenu de emonyon ebon kwa senkane ba wo ba na edi kan no o mampani emra na wo betietia so ana se emra na nka wo de be ye adwuma edendin ena o man yi that na wo ni hobi no ye be bowo asem ben ene nchima be ba abete o kane ye nyoma mampani bi okosan ba ye Ghana foto abe etia no mfia nwotwe achi okosan ba ye nanso ba ye no na memu etosum yenu no na etisen enche bia ye de agudi mu nsem ebebro menua kofi osi ahene de agudi mu nsem ebebro se de bia metai kan se team yinu pe na wa Ghana ha team yinu pe ye team wa Ghana Premier League no teams yinu pe na wa Ghana kotoko ene ne aka kotoko ene ne aka enti enche bia kofi ebeba be ka me ho na afei agudi mu nsem no ode atoa so kofi yenhwe se de enema etie aha
Yes, I now say we are part of the dialogue share so Net2 TV. Freme Kofi Amponsa Osia Hene. Ebrason, the Yakoso World of Sports on a pay, you know, about share live on Facebook, here live on YouTube. Net2 TV GH. Now I share link on we are seeing in your quenya to a part of the show. And I pay your focus on solely a war. African School Football Championship at Ghana and a hostu and a competition or a chassis at the West of Ghana campus stadium hall a Saturday 9 years so CBV games there question and even don't come on na then also with Krobia Asante Kotokosan say and I report say coach Prosper Ogun or Ejane Kwine Wine and I replace coach no we dey aka na pay you know about share yes I say MFF the communication director Ghana Football Association you are Henry Asante Chum Yen kumo about how and ne you ready no SRC rest of Ghana as far as say U15 boys and girls school football championship no Saturday yen kumo yen see Henry Asantichum.
Will be all around the other free. The only thing you need to do is obey comportment. So we won't go cause problem. We have got confusion. We are it's free. So we are that especially Ghana airborne around 11:30. We'll be all around the other support and Corano. Yawada saying about 2 matches actually on Thursday. About 11, about 1:30. Into around that much number, matches. Weather. Aside that, who can weather? Well, it is what it is. Around this time, we have by every games, I say from an open 9 o'clock, going 5 o'clock. It drew stage, we are able to break it for 1 hour. I'm a match coordinators, referees, and other officials. Now, you will make a grand affair. I have it twice a couple 5 o'clock. We are in but the teams and Indian Abona they come back and tell me they are already used to the weather. Now, competition as a start here, any problems. Take off. I want to be from time when we decided say the competition in the bar. 82 and more from about December last year. This year we have a arrangement on arrival of teams and training pitches and legal hakra over there at some point like I say mobile radio. That's our decision. Now I decided I was say your teams anyway are able to be a pitch now. It no echo park may or say other administrative work. It's a press conference room we are a tea cry in terms of hospitality, in terms of guest arrangement, hotels, and they drew competition about Briancasa and Ryan draw drawn his teams will be any and then formalities, training, press conference, any other, and one gets a KTV. Now they are more it's not the Jumedi and Ankasa and so for me to make a say, opening ceremony, rehearsals. And so I media, hospitality for guest arrangements for so the teams in the University of Ghana, hostels are. I think football pitches are Askatawa and on our training regions. So far, and then one is going on. If you say maybe I'm a if it's now Friday, a day I can see everybody. I think my colleague, the CAF president, Dr. Patrice Musepe, who are making a Saya Wada and if you are done or executive committee meeting or Kencity Hotel, nothing. Nundu Baku, a copy prevention. Dr. Patrice Musepe, the executive committee this year.
Director in charge of communications our Ghana Football Association, Henry Asantichum, and Odessa Komoy and my coach, U15 boys, national team no, Kojo Danso. Yenon Komo about how the team no, ultimately assemble these young guys for competition at Esha Sunday. Yete coach, U15 boys, Kojo Danso.
Let me say that in the normal routine. We started when we had camped before we moved to Lagos here. We have been cycling them. Now they should take it easy. And before this actual competition, we went to Niger with them. So the exposure is there. They've seen it before. So they know how to handle themselves for this actual competition. Organized from the scratch. We go through the school competition, we come to the zonal level before the national level. And before you get to the national level, we must have seen the potentials. So selecting them is not difficult. And we have a lot of coaches who normally do the selection for us. So the final selection at the national level, there will be the coaches. They will be invited to see there and help the other coaches to do the selection. So selecting the potentials to represent the country, I must say, is not a problem because of the school competition that we go through.
Right, so so coach my youth team boys and I think na ye the squad na wa parade o my ne ye boy your first game against Uganda. San say these are guys ye heard me say they over to me aye dwumande ama ye youth team boys. So Kennedy Addo the 30 account, Cyrus Ankuma, David Mensah, Abdul Razak, Philip Kankam, John Ando, Ramsey Enchi, Hakim Kasim, Eric Adai, Faith Ajanu, Honor team captain, Enna Festus Jemfi, Roxin Ejay, Vincent Akugri, and Ebenezer Ejay. So these are guys I hear say and they coaching me so my brother Ghana FAC Uganda for the first game happen a war tournament kosone ye fishes no for ye youth team boys no. And after say ball against Uganda no, the next game will be on Thursday against South Africa. Then we wrap up on same day 3 p.m. against Algeria. In Tiana wa pass it to support to ye youth team boys and girls. Then the general fishes no for the entire games then they started. So Benin versus Malawi. We are girls no the no. Then at 12:30 p.m. Ghana versus Morocco. And the girls in the fishes no. Then on Thursday, Ghana will face Benin. Same day, we will wrap up on 4 p.m. against Malawi. Into these are fishes or 4 year girls no. Ye coach for U15 girls. Coach Joyce Boateng. Ending Komo Enra at the press conference. Yeti head coach U15 girls Joyce Boateng.
We're there to witness it. The draw came on yesterday, and then we were there to witness it. We are playing with against Morocco, Benin, and then Malawi. I must say it's not going to be easy because once we have been able to make it to this place, it means we are all champions. So we are not going to underrate anything. First of all, we are happy that we are part of this all-important competition. We are so happy and we are ready to make Ghana proud. We have taken these girls through a series of competitions. It started before we went to Niger for the Waffle and Bake competition, and then we were able to come up tops. After that, we've not rested. We've been on our preparations up to this time, and we know that the kind of training program that we've taken the girl through, and with that determination, at the end of the day, we are going to make all Ghanaians proud and make ourselves.
Right, coach Emma U15 girls Joyce Boateng, team captain Yenuaba Hajara Adam. Yenti no how one nuanom no prepare for the game basso ene against Malawi.
It's a great opportunity being represented by your country, and not easy because you've been selected from all the regions and we are able to get girls like you. We are trained to represent this competition. It's never easy, but we trust that everything will be successful. With God we trust. We are going to work hard. During our training, it wasn't easy, but we promised Ghana that everything we've been through, we are going to work out and bring the trophy. We maintain the trophy. We promise that we are not going to send the trophy back. We are maintaining the trophy.
Your team captain Hajara and Yatsene Kentebe wish them all the best. But ye man also fishes na for a year the games na twaso a year and ne then on Thursday. So your boys in the you know I say that South Africa Algeria Then that's on Wednesday. Then Uganda game and also for your boys now, which is saying then on Thursday games are cannot better. So these are fishes for a year games na Sunday. Now you U20 male national team. So like team no, I could do we must Egypt. When me say you're more AFCON U20 tournament. Last summer Ghana, it me born more than that was way back in 2009. You conquered the entire continent. If we need 2009 AFCON tournament or Rwanda, and you call World Cup, it was Egypt 2009. As you call left that trophy no. Inti U20 they are na promotion pa. In fact, last year Ghana and the Husu African Games, with the rest of Ghana, Cape Coast, and Accra Sports. Final game no, Uganda massive attendance. Ghana left that trophy no. Inti another competition and so chassis weekend. Inti we say a U20 male team no all the best. You best start say no first game on May 2nd. Near second game on May 5th. Near rapper group stage game on May 8th against Central Africa province. Team never was one of the best say tournament to me ahe no money and we now. Weekend the Ghana Olympic Committee Canada executive elections. Prosper Hasnado a lawyer Emma GFA as general secretary. Now on also a contest say as a board member for GOC. Inti you will say lawyer Prosper Harrison Addo Esquire general secretary ma GFA or the best say on also bet me enya position na o chase for no. Now yen can call football san say and now me catch say Asante Kotoko say goodbye to coach Prosper Nati Ogun because 28 matches this season no we winning 13. The rest a draw and defeats. Occupy fourth league log no so with 47 point face say enough. It was a goodbye to the coach. Kotoko making new changes. On technical direction of the club. So now comes it to a technical director and also interim coach Emma Asante Kotoko. Malek Jabe ebe technical advisor and Prince Yawusu ebe assistant coach. Prince Yawusu ene coach ma Oko United asasaba yentijai. Na comes it to so coach ma Dreams FC. But hey, just about 24 hours. And now, Becca say Oko United for celebrity among 50th anniversary. And now Prince Owusu was part of the team no also last week. But just some few days, we had new appointment. I was joining at Sante Kotoko as a sound coach at the team no. Finally, Dreams FC, a honor comes to if you're joining Krobia, how much I say the Zito year mark club no more when you saw in Siomoso Edenasi, Ebwana Basso, almost all the best. Say or journey Asante Kotoko never kosi Ede Ama Ono as a coach. That is a year former player Emma Asante Kotoko now or Bas a interim coach Ede Ma Asante Kotoko. You ever see because of time they hear me on a pen say ye never see Ewo Ghana Premier League match the 29 games now our weekend day. Kumase big game Asante Kotoko versus Ediana Sas. Krakapa first game Emma carries it to enough from Anwar Dene. Mediama up against Young Apostles. Accra Lions versus Bichi United. Vision FC versus Bienego Sas. Lagos Cities up against Heart of Lions. Karela up against Dreams FC. Rekum Chelsea. Nations FC. Samates versus Baseke Holy Stars. From Kufiampo Association and Opera, that's no time. Next, Yadi Nina, Bra Penimwa. Wa Bempa, Kweku, Entry, Buisiako, wa Bendret. Dialogue get was matching.
Aseda enkoma Kofi osi ahene se ode agudi mu nsem abreye ene anopei na chese Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach fufura waba Owura Karim Zito na kanya yedi kanya obesie no sese nkunimdie ba na se na eti bia me se nkunimdie ebeba yeda osi ahene ase ye ntoa so no na ansa Kofi osi ahene de agudi mu nsem eba no na meka ensem fa Chief Justice omampani sabride was suspended no oso mfa ne di be ento ho na afei Justice Bafuboni na emeye acting kosi se wade substantive nankasa ebeba so ne kwan eno no de omampani John Dramani Mahama aba ne niema bi a wahyase eye no ebeboa Ghana ye kabi mami nkabi anase ebeba abesai no adwempo ban ene tai na adwen achi a enti opese na adwene mu no ode atemuafo a osisi se bia mo NDC fo ekogu courts ahodo no IMBia ebeboa Ghana kame ense wo man mu sei partisan politics no ye de awuramu a me na sori nyina awuram na nkatemu adwuma no de wode ne ho enti asem no se ne etie no emuaye esese wunya atemu esese won saka no won sa beka ne pepepe ensa be de NDC aban amampani John Dramani Mahama da no sabe de omamie hu no se ye watemu afom ye NDC fo ene watemu afom ye MPP fo ede na Chief Justice aye enti esese omampani John Dramani Mahama esese no do obi foforo eba omen sa na tia na enche bia me ne abadwafo bedi nkomo na me pese me ma okwan na wonso wode wadwe nkyere eba me bibie phone line na ma me sew wasem bia wo beka no kama honte e pa chew so you adwen say e bia wo beka kasa buro ana beka kasa fin bia wadwe no de kyere enya se wo tie kyem na kyere se de wo ka no na ye so you adwen so obeka kasaboni bi abedi obi atemu a mesra o meyi wafi ahoma no so ti se me bia ahoma no mawa so de o mampani bu o mai sabiri anamon bi a wotu enhihye bi a wode ba na asem wo court kura no a asem wo me eni no no aso yo mampani nti se kame ese wo ka judiciary no o ka won kasabo ahye won yam na menyin ni se eno na ebeboa efritete trodman ko bo ade a Ghana eba ese tu ni din se Ghana no omampani ben na ne omampani John Dramani Mahama said oyo man why ye bisa ensen na ho ben na wo twere de ato amada achi nchirima na ne papa no ebeboa mo man akonanim anase sen ti sabe mi bia homa na ma wo nanso wa frɛ me serew ofra wo TV no kasa no dwom no makasa no mra fam entie ho TV no so anya say no so meyi wa free so tie ho e phone no so entie ho e wo TV no say wo ne beba TV no so ansana waka wasem da bi enti for 0240 550 899 0240 550 899 me pa chaw unya efra wabodin ba bi afrefi na no so wama yehunu na me bisa ne se okwan ya omampani John Dramani Mahama ode Ghana efa so e wo mramu no ayen bia ne kwan ero no ye se de enhyehyɛ ya omampani eye eniema hodo a won eye se wonim nso se akonta mining ebra oswafo hwe okay ofrafo aba man so hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Nima Agyapong.
Hey, Agyapong, what to say?
Me who ye? You can Agyapong me who ye?
Nyame adom ne ho ye pa.
One kunkonim, one shani who, Yami shani maye.
Amen.
What name?
Agyapong.
Joma amma ne amma mono. Suro, jeje po wa ya Kencity Media. Yame na baye. Yami na esha gano, enye nipa. Nyami, Onu no Sagana. Nyami be any simple ama MPP. Nyami Shira and Shira.
Amen. Hajia Efrefi Nema, Ononso no de abano. Ne hano simple waka. Ama Ghana ni bi ati ase. Enti wo fra, wasem no bone tofa. Enya fe na beka history e wo ha. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Me ba chef teacher ntwi ni e fra sa na ka se free.
Me ka se free adenta.
Yo, me ni ayeti o.
So, opani ese na omapayi mahama ya na o tete ku no person ye o Ghana o. O je pe fo nyina o te so mu nyina. No e wanya kwara ye no no pe. Ti ku no person ye ti pe fo no mo nse Supreme Court for no. O mo fo mu na si fo no mo ti ka bi nchira no. Na ma ne ko ne na ba bi o di ma ne kwara ne. Ayama ye wira wo kwa se ya nkwa wo Ghana. Me da wa sefa.
Me so me da se. Enti se na Ahagya nso ka no. Se wo atemuafo ho. Enti so yo adwene se usususu obi ye MPP temwani enomampani dada nanado danko akufo-addo ede no call ya. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Me ba cho teacher ntwi e force na ka se free.
From France, me ka se fi asama.
Yo mpa cho yeti o.
Mahama ya fra. Ya. Ah. Look at the whole year for crowd on the command of fra. No, you next government back in case the MPP Babaka. Then you never should be almost like that the judiciary officer said. One Jim Kra, one thing, also Salad and yeah. Won't catch it. We'll put you catch it for a month Salad. And you're ending yet.
Okay, me da se. Enya dan anso a ye benya obi abesha na mu. Ade ba ko a hwense onipa bia wo hwe yie nso no. Ti se ye wadwumam. Ti se bia media adwuman na ye wo ho. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Me ba cho teacher ntwini first na ka se free he.
The framing na that taxi me ka sa 3,000 somewhere.
Yo, me na yeti wa na pay.
You the other kind said the mama here no. Oh, yeah, na soldier for no I don't put that go to on she is the will be no. Which oh no enemy. Omani you na area into you be when you be there and ko you mano.
Okay.
That's it.
Me that's it. Chief Justice in phone na da ho no. Chief Justice Mame Tokon Ebra omampani na nado danko akufo-addo omampani dada na nado danko akufo-addo ede ni dibreshe ne nsa no ni mfoni na eda so no ohwe maame ya se ne oye na adwuma no oye na adwuma kan. Hello, good morning.
Hello,
good morning.
me ka se fi so bi.
Me pa cho ma one so kakra na bo di nche me.
Okay.
Ma one so kakra na bo di nche me wadaroma.
Yeah, they kind of say, opinion or better, I shall not carry or you cannot tell you or not so come on. Mine or say or bad rabbit or mine no I need. I'm in Kabuma back. Let's go back to mine media. I just about 2 years in home now on my age. It's been informed for one day. No one to see them any oil or home than na your unit of mine is already in the party.
Okay. Ono so ne dia waka no say as a Ghana for can be bicho mampani John Dramani Mahama. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, boss.
Me ba cho first na ka se free.
The friend foreman because I think it's ample.
You former 81 opay.
I know more about snake my job on the pay.
That's it.
And I'm in here, me coming you to organize that. Dr. Babazambo, the master planner.
Okay.
See our organ and a premium enemy. I think say a coup now why you beji or manwa. I think and a wapa. I GP a Ghana for you and a crowdinity. Will be a penasem. What do mine? I didn't know what's the son. There's a word to probably I would buy. Chief Justice, Mambu, on your shade. Nakuma Oyedi. And Tidian Pant now that away then was a sound. Or Mano and I want the near on pay up him, and I would to Mupobi,
na ne o pese wo se che no so me di ne se ebe be mo Ghana ha
Oji di setimu problem no man pani wo
ye buafu ye nkoto aba be ye nu ye ho se o pese obi a se ye nti na ye to aba ana ho na koto aba ma o man pani jo de me mama obi a se nya ho na to ye enti ye resere ne o ye no in fact emmo hwan no emmo ye nkura uyi wei boss me that man boss ya
men so me da se na ne obi so bi sa ne sa yan bia o man pani ye ne ma we nyina se ne be obetimi ansa constitution no na wase akonfie na ya ka ho ana. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You who are dominant so e for say na ka se fi hin.
Friend of the Capo Island.
Hello.
Hello. That's people we are.
You mpacho mi ti wa no pe.
Before I can phone you baby say. Who is Punta? No I was. Mekata mama no. E be do. From to that Not a very question. Bye.
Menso medase. Ana na America no, ne ebinu bi sa se o man pani ye we nyina se na be ya Chief Justice Obebo betimi asesa constitution no. No asia konfie na ya ka na mfie na no ho ana. Ne na binu mo ke kan no bra ye to aba no ebrimu no. Na ne wo ye yi eye ne botai no no. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Me ba cho first and I can say free.
I'm from Mama free my level.
You just am me see one of pay.
I thought America they say Omami say 3 arms of government. That's 3 arms of government. A ban is saying na a first one which is the executive no. You talk about you know. Na legislature no, you talk about you know. Na judiciary no. A Omampani na appointing no. Meaning say you need 3 arms of government, you will 2. I didn't know yes, you ne swaba, you know, sending in a jina, said ye a pepper na 3 arms in the pepper na. There 2 swaba dear, I don't know one to the swaba. Okay. Then can I get to the swaba and I came on 4 years, 4 years, said the Mumina, 4 years na. And call by a kunya home a day, you know, because the time when your day be and so ye. And at the time was be a swaba, ama if I say, was not to us. No, it's one of no, so where you judiciary no. I can't crabby, they call it district and so they can't do president one of no. Or 1 year they be, you need to do you cool and a TV, the Beneda, Madam say. Menso Medase, and Americano. So I am the opening and infuni dasui, our who TV so Justice Paul Buffo Bonnie. Or no, and I active acting Chief Justice. Ain't near Oman Penny, John Dramani Mahama. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You who are done. Your first and I can say free.
Free Florida.
Okay.
In fact, your friend
Allow me to you.
In fact, yana your mama and yet. Say, oh my, no, get the day. And you, let's say him married 3 years. And yet, sir, you better say NDC, and money NDC. Oh, money, you're in the Nahatia. You can say, you better say, where your mama. You know, Obiafa, Patricia Amawa. Neither one get a proper petitioner at the proper mouth because you own one kata. Because you know, and yet, because one kata will nip on Attorney General. Clonudia no we are in what was your more agi? At some more post, sir, ministerial post. Let's just say, what do you know, my new? Who would you know one casa? Let's just say, because Attorney General, what you mean? He confirmed, or more, courts. Say, one more, your BBN, one more bon chrono. And the who up Attorney General about the year more.
So woman ko omanya bibia. What's our mom ministerial post? If you call it the normal power minus sweat, and then when you can answer. Papa, you have Bami, where you dear or Bocrona. And I dear Ben, then you watch me. Yes, sir. Oh, we yes, we yes, someone. 4 years there, 4 years there, yeah. That's it.
Menso me da say alaji e na wote ne nka no ya bi phone line na won so betimi afre na de o man pani John Domani Mahama ba ya wo ye yi na me ni kufu okay ma me fa me last caller na afei membra me nkomo twetwe no eso hello good morning.
Good morning.
Me ba cho first na ka se free.
Me ka te free Akama.
Okay, me ba cho me ti you.
Me ka te free Akama.
Hello.
Hi.
Me ba cho you tie ni wo TV no so munyi free so na me fa last caller me semu.
Ya ko fi na te le nya me pe. Ya nya ne pe. Ana ya fi. Me ta cho ya ne pe.
Because otie ne ho e wo TV no so nti moma last caller no mra na afi me ho me so na me sai emra sisi a moma momfa last caller e ma me. Hello. Okay. Me share say last caller no. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Me ba so your first na ka say free. Hello, Mr. Angie.
Yes, sir.
I'm say wala ni twesi kakra wada roma.
Timenka.
Mete wonka.
Ini apa na ngi down.
Me pa cho jina ye kakra na online no twesi wada roma.
Okay.
Ai na twesi kakra we so de me name pa ka wo ye me last caller.
Yes.
Me da haram de afrefo ni nyina besi ma me nna ne me ho emra sisi na me ba me ne master planner e be share nkomo twetwe no ase twemme na me ba sisi a Paymeeting the teacher and she boesia corner, Metema Minua or Wahene and she boesia con. Na said I don't pay ye na in the mono a year. Chief Justice Oman Penny SC in Ipebi petitions I hold me and when you fan who say you know in free ho in the Sabri Oman Penny and then a Council of States. I can't be more Emma Chief Justice Leadership Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokonu Sabri de Oman Penny essay Onfani Dibre and to ho. Now Oshe Utiv no Eswa Krata Oman Penny Edia Babontia Nekasa Mafo Felix Kwachi Ofusu Nense Shasi no the worker in Yani said President John Dramani Mahama has, in accordance with the Article 146 Clause 6 of the Constitution, in consultation with the Council of States, determined that a prima facie case has been established in respect of 3 petitions against the Chief Justice, Her Ladyship Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokono. The president has, consequently established a committee in compliance with the Article 146 Clause 6 of the Constitution and in consultation with the Council of States, the following composition to inquire, into the petition which have been referred to them. Now, I had here. Any pass a Chief Justice. Any public petition aba. Some penny ni wa. O de yan ni pay your more committee yimu. Na ye missa ye ho say. San crofo no ayan ye bia o. Se ne binum dibre ni ebinum ne matie no ayan bia. San committee your man penny ati. Se san crofo mo wo mu ana. O de justice mo fan to ma na mo edin no. Ye hwe edin a ewum. And Crawford committee on Mampeni Atino. You hear any power won the kind Justice Gabriel Scott poor mind or your Justice of the Supreme Court. Fine. Or no Justice in T. Justice Samuel Kwame Adibu Asiedu, Justice of the Supreme Court. Fine. Chairman no and a year Justice poor mind or no a chairman. And members no Bakudi and Mabono, Justice Samuel Kwame Adibu Asiedu, or a Justice of the Supreme Court. Now, you heard the autosomy and son. The autosomy and son, Daniel Yao Dumelovo, Papai. Or the young Hano, name someone like a cow Ghana, and this is coming. So, Obi Baby said, Bibi Pebby bet me a finance tabana. Or the committee, no, you have Papa no autosomy and son. Enti papai oya meranimuni amede minim oya meranimuni whereas I could do justice enti asamo ya diko Supreme Court ese so no so timitena so bia na owu Daniel ya Domelovu former auditor general se papa obi enimu no na adwuma a waye ni su a wada na di wo ne ba a wada na di wo Ghana ha so committee bi sei emrama ne kwan emokoda so bia na ye ne otosoma enan Major Flora Bazwanura Dalugo ono Ghana Armed Forces ena owo ena de oka ho so Professor James Sifa Jisa ono Associate Professor University of Ghana today be sanese sa empanyinfo ayabobo mudin nyina committee o mampani ati say Chief Justice ehonsem abana SSA yete abadwaku a panimfo mienu odi kan no de ba ye misa se omo ka hoyi ensem we de general manager say or happy because one day meramu no wonim e de nimra na ni so enti ka oboa ye nchiremu kakra pa because ye hwe enipa mo committee no emu no yenhwe nipa wo committee no mu no a whole Chief Justice enipa mo committee no mu no yenhwe se ayen bia san krofo no ebinu makeke ka ho no enyo mo nyina de ebi no makeke ka ho no ye misa se sana committee no enipa ewo mu no eno no se chief justice asem aba chief justice ho ne eti amanyoku emomo ahwehwemu a minia master planner
was
na ho ye de
I mean I don't TV bi
okay okay
me did so so eh
ne ho adom me ho ye
said the auto to turn up and cry chere
because unim hwe eto da bia oman na ye chekere
okay
aso mampani John Dramani Mahama ba ye no wa maso obesom Ghana nemum oba so obesom na manyoku NDC
exactly
me sa na me hu no
yes no Ghana for cry hu enya won ko a
so hu na nea ye eboa oman chekere na Ghana enkoso etisen mini ababi afre what is saying
oh nyame na adom nti
okay constituency na name to saying
so far so good okay after election na over post election analysis ne party organization no ekoso
okay
I think say parliamentary candidate Wantiman we ne one was before me
yeah
on also be shall say thank you to
okay
this week
okay
bibia koso kama polling station executives ne electoral area coordinators obia hom keka no aiden abasoro
okay
mahu we share research na about before say national executive and national chairman ebe set up committees and hwehwem no ya di kan sha say analysis data until most of the things now go wrong and I think say will correct the wrongs going forward until the constituency there bibia the din
okay so we share what they am for the first 90 days omampani John Dramani Mahama no bi enim say watene fie emfie nwotwe into ose ne mfom so a oye ne first coming no mu no ne mfom so oye nyina he is coming to correct them and is not going to repeat those mistakes again now what the first 90 days no a wabei o assess no a me de me teacher ni enti enra owo ahene bisa me say the first 90 days no ben Wednesday born ya na mitimo America krabate enra no bisa me enti obisa me 1 to 10 am so me man 2/10 enti wo the first 90 days na djuma wa ye no a 1 to 10 be man be saying
okay edi kan no mentia ahwefo a mo hwe na 2 TV me constituency say dem di kan tampon of constituency me di so obia abo tompema omo hwe program say kwa chiri pan
yes
na nyina obia hwe omo amuntimi hwe de get na say DSTV no so omo hwe no Facebook live and say YouTube live nti e chi obi bia party mpem for chairman Stephen team and the secretary they be a dynamic and strategic secretary lawyer Justin could be from Pong and national executives in Honorable Kennedy Agyapong Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia former president and now the akufo-addo the chief be a party in phone President Mahama what the 90 days could there is into memfa 10 and can on 100
days
the first 100 days mekai now one of the TV stations called market and omo bisa adwadifo na say first 100 days of President Mahama in office no or ma ken say ma me say or the doom so na be ma ken
okay
intimate the member no doom so over 10 because o share in the history of Ghana o di kan you can doom so o ko Google am amadini e baba be touch to doom so inti wa be 100 days no the worst government in the history of Ghana in first 100 days over Ghana history obi a wabedi mampanyina first 100 days na mambo eye kon amambo a wonhu boto ano no de crash mu no President Mahama and a record the evidence are there to show but I can't do so me boss and the man for businesses I shall say kofom and there say oh call barbering shop just all the check echo if you say you tia
na kane na did you so check no be fie ko see the best light no asan call
who does that she one thing I was say Ghana for edo to ya jim say NDC for no they are very smart in propaganda omunim say e ba kanea no yentimi manengina. Inti first day na I saw President Mahama in 7th January, the energy minister designate then Honorable John Jinapo. Eba joy news so and MPP omukọ omaja 5 hours fuel the be power e kanea no 5 hours ni twom pe Ghana nyina ebekọ dumsom ade chie ye frɛ no or asempe FM or say that we enye 5 hours 3 days found go na ejai one wa change position no and then akoto Ghana for bitim me pese Ghana for mo hye no so President Nanado ye bono so bo NDC for bono so wo say one na say energy sector ninti na ka ne engine so maybe say wo kofi no your machines na dey power electricity or the bi kofi ana dabi President Nanado obeba into office na ka NDC for eja into the energy sector no $2.5 billion. President Nanado ebe free akonjam so the same canoa $2.5 billion. Enti me bisa say wa beto ka 2.5 billion no watima makane ana agina so adenti na wo de wo ba wo se obi aboro ka ato wo de wontimi manage na so a pure incompetence. We kania nsem esi nchen a mass dismissal first 100 days yen hu bi da say yen pam manfo free adwumam. President Mahama, this is one of the things Esamba discuss. Say yen you be free adwumam de ene de captain band one nebo. Nurses for no mu kofie, a teacher for no mu kofie. In the first 100 days in the day, open your case be can nema opaya ya. At the proper be a new obeti media accrediting. Some of the things are or implementing girls prefect, SHS girls prefect initiatives. Obana was say, oh, now appointing me Obana share the oka say my e-levy afimu e-levy you film who majority in parliament into Obana oka say why e-levy afimu as na enye bibi kese bia you have the majority in parliament. MPP quite the e-levy be bana na 137 we were able to go through into Obana obey e-levy now they can achievement first 100 days achievement. Now
your friend is saying no e-levy no be free no. Taxes or the other count. How many taxes no be abolition? How many taxes no introduced?
Me say removing of taxes krano is not an achievement. President Nanado buy 17 taxes. NOE free so. So you fan kind achievement so. And yet in this na be ya say we tax free initiative my achievement and you fan enye Obano catch say Oba be set up o cabinet in first 14 days. Can I say? No way achievement. Obi a watena akonja no so da. Wunnim onkron for. Me kranka da e be so me in 7 franka e franka me appoint me cabinet. Now what me atwa be do 14 days now appoint and that koka achievement. I've been able to set up my cabinet in 14 days. President Nanado Kra now in the president. I think say 18 days or so. And all the form on the cabinet. Into where achievement be. SHS girl prefect kwa bit my yes name. Into achievement name obobo as achievement. That is not an achievement. Achievement and they say one of the things how that can say what form economic dialogue. Yeah, educational dialogue. O share NDC for omo first 100 days.
Dialogue, no economic dialogue, no. Does this reflect in the ordinary Ghanaians' pockets?
And yes, meant to buona and number 120.
120 years.
Yeah, bet Jama Munasment Buona and 90 cities.
92.
So, a campaign ATI. Economic dialogue. I just meant to bo a achievement. Kenke, President Mahama Kojina, one of the Volta region, one of the constituencies. What's that? And a moment there. More the digitalization here.
Oh, Debbie, no they are great Accra.
I say na gafo they say fanto say one. Nkranfo the mo de.
Na munya mu kenkene shito bi and kina.
Nde think you bo akosoro. Nde that same person or cast of moon for share digitalization yahwe no. Or say wa launch coders why initiative. Nde there omonja da kono ni di no mo nko coders program. So you see the lies now. What they babaji to me, we hear then a bit exposed as time goes on. In Sema Wabeka, Kuma, Bosha, there's no place I can say Monto Abama Meba be Chief Justice. Meba.
Do you think say NDC are buying? Na e buying say Ghana for to Abama woman. Na NDC are buying sebe. Or mine bet me be a few more say Ghana for the America to Abama NDC for.
2024 elections. Ebe one of the most elections I Ghana for ato about we are regretting. In the first 100 days we cry. In the year I talk about President Mahama be lose. Because someone will say scam packaging ni settings on kwa. Name a 24-hour economy. No major campaign promise NDC day year campaign. Oh, that cry, you see 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy, basically, the Obia no white match. There's developed countries now where 24-hour economy. There's no single government. Why should that deliberately say, about 24-hour economy? Now I call Capchano in the manifesto as policy initiative. You create enabling environment for the businesses. 24-hour economy na nkasa beba. Krom high. Say do buenya tailor for mother. They do salad tailor for mother. They do 24-hour economy. When the demand is high, or you be never catch or say 24-hour economy.
Unyi say abaya ya true ye, and yet your main topic none of the above. Unyi say abaya ya true ye, MPP for one subinum on one ne government appointees near there, a binum more ding, and ne binum some keka, and ne ya bin, and no can be pan and a Ghana for who you
exactly. Me know we are doing pan because Oshe 2020 election results. Now the total 2024 election results, you can clearly see say there's something wrong. Abana President Mahama had lose 2020 elections. I think there
100,000.
Yes,
and count or do we need?
Yes, 100,000 count or do we need? Yeah, new registration. 2020 total voter registration. Yeah, you be account in 2024. Into one was person can you vote in the cost of pan. But was that what happened? No. But MPP votes now close to 2 million votes. If you say that tells you say the whole canoe na create. Yeah, internal issues no. And Timan Swano. It means Swano there's no way. And a President Mahama able to ask how about 2024 because they didn't have any policy. Say Tanasi. Name T Yanka a policy name I Bayama Ghana for. MPP was far ahead of NDC. Intina, yeah, flag bearer castle umbre debate. The Oba Bayama Ghana for no. Brana so men come the name one and the mood. Bayana Sabine who I hear that MPP. I told the BA Casa, you say, I say that being yet Ghana for say PC, say, and one I don't want to mention names here, but yeah, I name the course. Never be brave or ha, internally, no, no party crowd was against it. But in our forces are resisting. Until my party and Cassan, who are he, and not Ghana for so who say, oh. To train them ye. Sad ya one casamu who crano and a muntiminto to end there. Entom mamu. And a crown swank, I also a party for neighbor Pia Quatron almost say impium coto.
In Tisania, the ordinary Ghanaian who's okay, near Mwaya, yen to Mamuntinia, Ghana for family. Our man, Penny John the Money, Mahama and Sano. Do they deserve it?
The men can say they deserve it or they don't deserve it. Or one can me feeling pattern. Say positive. You enjoy it. Say negative. Say own a cold store. na sabi yɛse kɔto aba ɛma Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia wɔse wɔba wɔde solar wɔbɛ shifted from high dependence or hydro anyway ɛde akɔ solar sɛ de be a ɛbɛ chichim ebi ɔmo northern sector no ɔmo depend solely on solar na han nso ɔmo atima den high capacity on the hydro no sɛ de be a dum so ne ade bɛ na ɔsɛ wonto ma no okɔto ama dum so hene President Mahama obae sɛ cold store no fish ne sɛ ya why na obebili mu no sɛ wan ka sɛ obebili mu wona wan kɔto ana wona kɔto ma dum so ken ɛna waba wadwuma na eden egu the next time no ɛwɔ sɛ eden yɛ hwɛ men hwɛ ebi a de party na yɛ de CEO bi ayɛ o na ɔde ho abufuo akɔyɛ bibia a bɛtia party na obema ɔman no akɔnkan ebi MPP ba power so say there is progression ɔman no kɔ nanim pii NDC ba na bibia stand at halt is either so ɔman no bɛkɔ n'akyi anaasɛ ɛbɛyɛ den ɛbɛ stand at halt ebi a meka sɛ so President Kofo ɛkɔɛ no sanka Ghana for to abama President na now na to aso from 2009 ebesi be 2012 ka bebi a Ghana nam sisi enye because na certain economic indicators bibia were pointing to the right direction. Health insurance was working effectively.
Okay.
Energy sector certain no na energy dum so na stabilize it. Certain no crime minimum call hospital free maternity. Ye more napkins, Dettol, key soap, nkwala no says can na hwe so buy ntade na tomo eka free maternity. Say ya number o ma be guni na.
Me da se Joa Home na menua ade abedu. Menua akwaba.
Eja Dixon
na ho ye de.
Ya me da che.
Ye de huase.
Ya me da che we de.
Ye de huase. Ye na de nsuo no de wabo modern pass so etimi abedu kura. Wa ya de pa.
We kura na ayi na da so ntin no ma nantem.
Oh okay.
Ya e papa lawyer Osanyame. President Kofo Addo was a Cocoa board.
Okay.
He was the 4th regional chairman, Volta region for the MPP.
Okay.
Both OT and I were founding father. President Kofo Manakwenya Manasevo on their board. A very astute lawyer. Amalgamated Bank of Africa.
Okay.
He was their lawyer.
Okay.
And then we teach Unia adhere to any invite na month. In fact, I had it yesterday early morning.
Okay.
And then I had to work on it weekend in tea. And nama a channel bonga crown.
Oh, okay. Okay.
To the Mofan chairman.
Oh, there be nsuo no kura wa ya de. Me ma me yi no na went me ama. Se me send nso went to me ama. Me say na nwuma no nso dos.
Ayi mpro. Me take am ayi hu am pro.
Me krom etisen bodada tisen.
Bodada ye na kwan na e wo se hwe. Na hon mu kosi ye kuteni a President Akufo-Addo ne na ban ye na. Ye twa so.
Oh, okay.
Nti bodada, jase kan bodada. Kute ayoma sa be pie ewo aye hohwe ye kwan fa no sa be pie hohwe sa kwan na o se etimi hwe because mra na ye kwan nye no e ho ne fa President Akufo-Addo adaroma se ye kwa refi nti ho ne na nkonya de na nye no President Akufo-Addo ayi fi ho asa na okọ wa yakosi abotu ase ama e ho no so damu nti harmon de na okrum de na e wo se kan asempa na bebi e de du ye na mfuntu ne epe.
Okay. Mate me krom bodada se maka cho se makobo ba akopɛ.
O se ekɔ.
Makobo dada ba akopɛ. In fact, say metumi ekɔ ho esanse busua pani entwi ne menana akpanjanom said you munwuma mo ye no ye nso
that's right
ye beba ne abehwe na ademede wo hyase no Oman Penny John Dramani Mahama the first 100 days 1 ekosi 10 o hene ne ye na djuma wa ye na appointments ne said the security bambo nyuma num about employment said the why year ne ade no 1 to 100 obema ne saying
so far the omambia mpuntu ni all the promise here ne ye will
okay
my medical file check say ma T4 na T4 and most especially Yangana for on hwe ne amana nefo na ma chair the new patriotic party young communicators the grassroots from the national party to the list and then our sympathizers say yen share hodena emrepa eba rating the mechanism to merit is yamenua enema wona ka so me yen dodo na no wo hwa yan fancy the e-levy there otimi ye so or abolish but from what I'm reading recently now I say a back door or the far rob Peter and rob Paul in Tanya Manibi. Now the major one young galan saying ensem our promise say yes say onyaba ya me humi nua no mana ye campaign me nua Sam George me nua ati on hugo mu e ka say galam say there to be a thing of the past
so mo dey akwaji position
galam say no still na kon hiding which tells you see it is beyond what we have seen and the MPP government did very well although it was not up to expectation no, because of the challenges we had I young timamufo na nkasa no because of share measures akufo-addo at the two galamsey sem ho one with me Emma state military take over semonko na mon stop baby a omo ye dwuma okwayim bia no omonya ye
yeah
although there were people who already had licenses na already adwuma so okaso mon hot that means or say you revoke so processes by then enye kuye na de na was say action ye de ben ebam because yes and cafe so be parliament no yes nti oye na from de no stop small scale miners is here nhwe no ye hwe na ye ndodo a ye Ghana fo no kra no ye nyamfa so the indigenous Ghanaians are almost affected communities no no mining bibia last year so you need to wait now you cannot go and do it. You cannot go and mine. So one, mining is against our river body, which means we're also called 10 meters away. In fact, the first Galamsey operation, I led that operation with Honorable Mrekuduka, together with the Chief Executive Officer of the Mineral Commission.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And the military, we see the ministry in Nkasana, Mr. Ben Ayine, the team, and these were things that they were able to, so I buy all the measure the NDC, I buy now. You intimate much. I was also talking about livelihood alternative. See, bet my say in Yuma, what area you can na cocoa growing areas. And it's our shop food for planting and
planting for food
and jobs was one of the livelihood alternative measures and MPP on.
Okay.
Which was a national issue.
There may be some say Oman Penny John Dramani Mahama na memu ne akui and that's room
and that's one that this is the 3 to 4 months and that's what be a minya hu here
okay
and that's why and so promise jobs for Ghanaians oba yi Ghana for edi so and that's one we and that's one you youth no so I was telling you about alternative livelihood into one man made ban I'm measuring it Ghanaians can measure what I'm communicating men go can say be just 0.10 but me dey to say instead say we did not sack we were rather empowering we should be to see NAPCO I to me drive and graduates are most traits I to me absorb one although there were challenges but say it me so mu em opposition correct me boy say aban kan no ho em pesi kan san hye mu a I believe sin kan NAPCO kura no nka galamsey nsema ye hwe no bebre anya yi most of our graduates are running there and now foreigners it take because they na we saw Burkina base all the French are moka. Bon Johnny, we go to measure, you know, Johnny, won't be crossing you know.
Yeah.
Oh no. So I was measure with it. It's for us to see this action, you know, it's a measure now. For now, the occasion measure even 1 to 10. If you're a man of 1.
Okay.
1 year 2. Okay. From where? Because the main thing is to create jobs for our youths. Layers 20 a year regulations. I govern the Mine Act. Years 20, we haven't seen that. Who the soldier call no kochini pana, ochina soldier ni ho into chabasa ko. But the regulations in the juma, we know where to tackle. And community engagements are not properly done on affected communities. Say mom education. Say ensure na say na man yare. Ensure na say no across the whole Ghana. Shortages of water, pollution everywhere. You knew be an inquiry moon. I do be I was here to me. Even no more existing, no. And can papa crack and we should have given them seedlings. Or more engaging to those acts. No one call on making sure someone be fairly hormone. It's the same bank crab beside reclamation. na nkomatwa duanua nti ye ka say ayi youth employment ene fire yankofo up to now from 2000 ye ntimi hu any employment aban no etimi dia to a aye national policy ebetimi abua ye youth because election ekoi na it's about human empowerment and most especially our youth and then drug addicts drug abuse any year can answer the drug abuse and for the fee unemployment causes those things.
Okay.
Enti rating na dey abano enya ntimi.
Okay, enti one man abros one e2.
E2/10.
Me da say. Master planner. Now, let's go back to your topic and no pay make ho asem. Ye nyina yete ha. Bra ye beto aba. O man pani John Dramani Mahama kojina akosombo kan say MPP abana na nado danko akufo-addo dano no apart the Supreme Court with NPP affiliated judges ene ade into oba obema NDC for nso ahihim na nye ono a nye mampani John Dramani Mahama na menim se ye wo atemuafo a omoye NPP for na watemuafo moye NDC for ampa Chief Justice kana adwuma a wo ye ono kra na wo so in as president and I can say, what's in call for a petition and I'm in consultation with Council of States. And then was suspended Chief Justice what day of floor Abba say Justice Bafoboni say or nona or share chiri and sana a chino wape Chief Justice for floor oh so no one I bet Obamana aye jumadia fine sana monwa or man penny John Dramani Mahama tui. Who sign as an individual?
Okay. First of all, no. Ghana haya yeti. Yedimra enebu oman. The 1992 Constitution. Bibia obe biano. E o se enimra no e mache.
Okay.
Oye bibi contrary to mrana. E o se samra no so ayede ejina so na e chill. And I say more face the consequences of that. In the history of Ghana, open one political party the beer politics are NDC. Chesenipa ebedru baby who did you crana? Or say adidina who did you know NDC adidi and I say MPPD. Now show her to an emotion. President Akufo-Addo health insurance eba adia ebe bo manu ni na no. NDC for the politics. Emma Edu baby crowd they walked out from the parliament. Ebra ebeji health insurance atum. Free education I had buy a bo on mine ni na no. Education na yam fan your politics no. NDC for the politics. E can free education for 19 then you go police no ho fi say yentimi nye ye wie enso mo san criticize say enya papa enso nkwala timi wie free SHS e ko school abrochire e ko di first e wa abrochire. In the history of Ghana, health sector I am from your politics. Dr. Bomiani Nanado ese e the drone ebeba abe boama na so ayarehwem obi yare ebia kumase na ehia moja na enya afi na de beto ambulance e de to drone apa some few minutes now could do NDC for the politics ema NDC national women organizer say e de betwa ma mo dware wa dware mu enti bibia o de politics ema no say abedru our justice system. You have 3 arms of government in Ghana, according to Mrano. The 2, ballot box and a door mobile. First, the president, the Kojina, Essalan, a to Abaman. Through the ballot box, no better than the president. We head of the executive. The second arm of government, legislature. The ballot box and a door mobile. To aba na yi parliamentarians. The only place yen to aba and through the ballot box no our judiciary. Identity or say what if you be say on identity na 2 arms of government no. through the ballot box and about one or more deba and I judiciary nkwade enye true about because of neutrality tiedino justice atemu papa odi perpere mrano bedi juma nti o so opi obi a we neutral a wonye MPP enye NDC yetena ha edada e ho say obi enye you can be affiliated to MPP, you can be affiliated to NDC, but when professional work now you put your party colors aside and then to pretend over the issues. 2012 court petition. Now why na a Supreme Court judge Madam Theodore Wood why na appoint you na President Akufo also say President Akufo MPP MPP we is like case no quite here MPP because even Enokrano MPP was able to give evidence on matters that happened in the 2012 elections. Actually said they were overvoting. It may prove some police stations were not existing. It may prove but justice and say no. The elections are won at the polling station. As I say, the first president of Ghana, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Chief Justice in December 11, 1963. Justice Kwabena. And no crano satam no, ne democracy and engineer and I so sa. Satam no Kwame Nkrumah person ye Omano one state party state. CPP lifetime chairman apart from one obi antimi mbe CP inti satam no number no kwan shedenye. Aside that, in the history of Ghana since 1992 obi akwan attempted the President Akufo by not Chief Justice now no enye one na appointed no Justice Isaac Kwabena Eban obae President Akufo by o maintain you no Emma papa no edi nimre retirement and some of the new Chief Justice said by Prof Nose by the same thing. Madam Theodore Wood President Akufo na appoint you no obae one year and feel now President Muhammad by was saying kuku apai obey you know dey na maame na ye dey pote na maame na ya obey you na free ni di bira no so there's no clear case eda o say maame we wa ko wie sika ana wa bu atentia bi ato ho a edi o ma ebetimi di o man na ko o say nso chinchina ebe you know because nipa miensa bi a petition say enyi ni film that is not about the petition ye hwe wa dwempo a eda utim into 2024 election okwa kosombu be ka kire say oh reset no ye ba e be sha say afri judiciary say Mahama kan wa kosombu o shia NDC judges and as a legal team no o ka kire o mo say o mo prepare no mo ba say the president Nana apake our courts no o mo say o mo de o mo judges and as a lawyers ba say the bear be neutralized, which is even not true. President Ronaldo never packed the Supreme Court. Okay? Osha in the history of Ghana. President Ronaldo Beje Akonje 2017. Now Supreme Court judges no more 14. Bisa won say President Ronaldo Bekono no more 15 and 16. They were still 14. President Nanado never added even one Supreme Court judge. All the judges, current 14 now, 10 were appointed by President Nanado. One was appointed by President Akufo, that is Paul Bafuboni. And then Justice Palmer was also appointed by President Mahama in 2015. Paul Bafuboni was appointed by President Akufo in 2008. So 10 na akanina President Ronaldo na appoint you. Appointments now appoint you. And you say what why you be afiri ho and odo mo abehiem omo call retirement and a president and now they appointed sir justice is 10 na ebehiem ba ko pena 2021 waka baby Samuel Kofi Mafo 2020 after COVID I think so we have some challenges ka no ka baby no kwa na judge president and now they appointed no obi awu a or they replace it. Aside that, all the 9 judges now present and now they appointed, they went on retirement. And now they replace you. So where is the part?
Don't you think, sir, President, former President Nana akufo-addo, and our point say more in consultation and with the Constitution, as the Constitution allows him to do that, you know. Omampeni John Dramani Mahama ne nkofo hunu say ebia ono appoint you muti omo ye NPP affiliated judges.
O question no eme ka honom na media why put me in line to.
Okay.
William Justice Tanko. He's one of the Supreme Court judges. He was a High Court judge. President Mahama ne promote you no to Court of Appeal. Enti ebeka so MPP and NDC. Enti if me promote you obi and asa me the number court so now or affiliated to me and the bit make say Justice Tanko NDC. But who brought Justice Tanko to the Supreme Court? President Nanado. And then about Supreme Court. A promote you from Appeals Court to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Although President Mahama and I didn't free High Court, I didn't about Appeals Court. But President Nanado, who I will say, was practicing for, I think, say 15 years. So he qualifies to be at the Supreme Court. And the President Nanado, I didn't have a Supreme Court. In two bets, my catch and say, Justice Tanko, MPP. You don't have MPP justice. You don't have NDC justice.
Okay. Joahome and Amenko Ado. Many are the politicization of the judiciary. NDC, Omampeni, Nana, John Dramani Mahama, Ashasi, see a politicizer, ya team we jumano. When you appoint a judge we, when you appoint a justice we, and that's so I don't appoint another or affiliated to a political party. Is it not dangerous for a nation like Ghana? Now, baby, your politics na the year corner. Is it going to help the nation?
Absolutely. It is so dangerous to the nation. And in fact, President Mahama has been a parliamentarian before. When in processes are firm, consultations are also here. When it needs transparency, because it lacks transparency. A binding to be maclear, mamena. 2, Mameno, can who say President Mahama crown the swearing in? Only swear President Mahama in. Your court, no, we shouldn't politicize our courts. Before the removal of Chief Justice, there are processes I want to go through, which I believe and know for a fact that the president knows about it. Say I was so engaging all the stakeholders. Look, the arms of government, the executive arms of government, Parliament, the minority leader is involved, the majority leader is involved, the first and second deputy speakers are involved, the political parties, the NDC, the MPP are involved, together with some other processes. Also, the from no more money in here. Uyima mende fi hono se enye sebi buapayo no wabo aba yuma. There should be transparency in we na ye nka se ebia we must come clear. President Mahama must come clear because adena oyen dangerous to our democracy. So betimi people are comparing Charlotte Osei to Chief Justice. Look, there are differences between these two positions. They are very key. The Chief Justice position, you know, you have a transformation of the bar judiciary anymore. You need to also engage the judiciary for that processes. Were they engaged? My brother just mentioned Justice Sanko. I know him far back 2011, 2012. Okasabiano Osre, very gentleman, minimum Justice Sanko. Good morning. Are you near? You ever trying to say the Judicial Council must come out? If you crack, I mean, who cry and come on the back say, yeah, me it will initiate action. But what do you also independent and say because petition is your home petition? It's in your year no. 1, your democracy constitutional ayina demand no. Or your bobuso. So you mamina now fund the kwemo bobuso. because one impeachment needs a lot of processes. But what they also can no. Onye hwe ba me say fa dem ma okaye no petitioners na you know Fabriel make it public to us. Nyenhwe. Nyenhwe say kwa o de fa so no e kwampa. Enye kwampa. It is the president must come again and reassign his decision and make sure say once the constitutional mandate I mama that office and mama no to the Judicial Council of Ghana. It is a yentimi anya ochina bia no Ghana ni bia ni wo obebu rule of law and also yes to ajatum democracy rule of law and election petitions we be Ghana bia no ya de court meboa ya de court and court be kan no in 2012 President Akufo-Addo Dr. Bawumia Jacobi Chebi yan case ya de court ye. In fact, Dr. Bawumia and Jacobi Chebi and the lead witness ne your lead counsel our case him what and otis here kabasabi President Akufo-Addo no mutu a oto ye ne say enam ye man guarantee no do I will guarantee we have the belief see a winning election no but he being the leader no o to convey message by say mama ye kuma nyina ndebe am na fom ye ba na they do just initiate action say we kwa every action be obeying initiative is mandated by the constitution and this one to me and follow within the constitution e fail and they dangerous to our democracy say military no pass ye na e kodia and ye on tron from to on ye nyina hu say ye kono sa but ye judiciary na maka bebre say Ghana ye judiciary untimi emfa ni agro is the last resort obi akwa bibia ye de court ye wakuku demafo a untimi nkan asem ujira na ohun body gas a untimi nkan asem ba ko du court obemre adenti we call them our lords. The Chief Justice has an oversight responsibility about all these things. Now, and then okwakoyi mami if you want one macro why sir atimi at this highest position very wrong. It's I believe see in parliamentarians we must call for a dialogue, a proper one na yebehwe mamena enye boni biaya they shouldn't me dem nka say biayi some na ese more petition they should channel this through the process.
Now, any form of petition, so I want to court. Somebody going to some court Supreme Court. Now, some Supreme Court, no, says Supreme Court today the ruling baba, so on far ruling no man. And no man penny John Domani Mahama say was suspended my meno. At the sober kaya, you know, yet no man penny that down and not done akufo-addo pencil. Yenya and quaphobia. Odium court so you say omo and namo in sasso and the hot pine so emo minor boka. Oman penny John Domani Mahama by Wabama Sanko for 1 month and cry momo ni ye munina
or clear obey.
What clear woman ask more positions as yaka home. Yet ha or say we Chief Justice. Our brother conde our year you know. On from our bon team. As some so Supreme Court or more can wansem. It just all the way president in tea. Ultimately be our power bra. The three arms of government, which you form one part of it. The two now can it looks like because our majority, our parliament, you know, back on Akane, he doesn't respect them and he takes decision at any given time without consulting or whatever. I mean, is that the best thing to do as a president?
Look, the removal of the Chief Justice can only be done, say, an our form legislative misconduct be. What you say? Now say, I didn't legislative misconduct. Anna, why are you here? Then why are you petitioning a remover? What are the offense? We all know, say in Ghana, look, there are processes to impeach a Chief Justice. And then when you can say, Wako akosomo, awakasoba, Agyapong yom, obey easy, by a dangerous for our democracy. Because one, the Chief Justice, you know, look, the arms of government, you know, they fall under the arms of government.
Yeah.
And he said, Judicial Council and the bias, I mean, misconducting, and they have a fair listener. That one, we have a fair hearing. There must be fair dialogue between the arms of government. That is exactly what I'm saying. Say, processes of Mampini, and I'm on the same page with you. Say, a year, or no anything poor, on fan year, about Akunya Notesono, a year Ghana, Akunyo. Anyway, I say, every country will have a Kobiana, Ghana, when an MC, or Honum. I from envoys or ambassadors. You will be a man be so. It is a winner, a international community. Because GDR, international community, crowd, and my judicial system, no, say, not beginning with these things. One, Jide na afium. 2 investors omeba hanamo abe investing in the country will not come in full force because ometima kasa asem court kura na ebetima na bia ama na fi ho no. It needs a very proper consultation. Eti nia omampene ye no nia meme ka church on say emfa ne mre mu say ebia jehim bi ho no ma. Look, I've told you that Oma also no town. Speaker Babe and the parliament no. The first and second deputy speaker are there. The judicial council no among representatives. The political parties will have their representatives. What's that here? 183 against 80 something. We will all be there. The party itself, MPP, NDC, and the stakeholders. About one. Now, what me a dialogue no man pay them say yeah obey judicial council maybe a petition say this is where I believe say you can initiate some processes. By over transfer, some was Supreme Court. No one believing in the rule of law. Now we man penny went man channel. Anya ne kwan papa mun no. So I believe say man penny Mahama obetimi asari assign this decision and use the proper channel. Say my many one from so bia. Yeah, nka so yeah nim ne ho. All man and daddy. He is accountable to Ghanaians. Ne all farmer daddy transparency must work here. Ne won say ma me ni o aye ni. Ne timi catch us ni o aye ni. Say misconduct be from the judicial council and I say yeah that I don't see the reason why omampeni be mamile fi hono it's a rule of law na e chia kono
ebinom susu se omampeni de wo yi the botai ne se da chi bi onyaye a se na dwunim no opake so o say MPP na Blanco akufo-addo parke judges omo ye MPP fo enti se na dwunim no tumi parke judges a omo ye NDC for the kogu ho de ya na chese obetimi asa constitution no asa another 4 years or per se bi osesa constitution ebi no adwene no ade hu ne sen
judge ben na ma o she MPP t-shirt
so na wa kire mu say MPP omampani akufo-addo parke the courts with MPP judges enti then is he also coming to park the judiciary with NDC judges?
So in reference to even what my brother just said here, also Justice Tanko was appointed by the NDC. But MPP by no opeja no. Meboa. Enti se office MPP for parking kofa and kabe parke Justice Tanko makotra ho. Yeah nya sa. So I believe say in fairness na President Mahama ne okana me no ya adwene bebre in the direction say but I don't want to believe say that's his plan. Enter me call say onye ne yie no. Often court near who near woman because a bit too early for her, but the actions are all taken directed towards that channel said near Amafrika, but it won't happen. Ghana,
oh yeah, sure. Oh, don't forget to saw man Penny John Dramani Mahamud to me BBA. On to me BBA can some work out one. When we trust a room, your friends, not Attorney General, ain't to track cases in Emma. Unipano Jacoton Fanny Hunkud. Into no to me BBA.
And I will call on the Judicial Council. Say we know. Say omutimi transe na se sasemi antimi amfama is a flaw to our judicial system and people will not have so much there will be lack of transparency within their system when it comes to Ghana governance and then the parliament must also speak out on these matters. Say amfano kwemu the speaker there represents Ghana, the speaker of parliament represents Ghana.
Now, Speaker of Parliament is an NDC, Kunun. So, no better than what can be. I'm a fairness.
Media, then that means the reputation now, no. And our able parliamentarians must also speak up. But I sure the stakeholders also moka ebetia. Police chinipa, police prosecutes. Tania be doing policing system say. Ebema GD and nipa wo away police mukra so no. I have flaw. Now, yen in central for our class should weigh. Say, I'm calling on them, say they must come out and ask the president to be transparent in the removal of the Chief Justice. We initiate actions in them. Offer me in central for it is one sadia. That means there's a matter or they hide the good people of Ghanaians. He doesn't believe in the rule of law.
Minia. Yen shred the omampeni one ebesini media minim ebi ana odi winim minima de konde a justice tokonu aye enti esese we ni free ho na your procedure processes essential no fm. Do you think say omampeni or ill mind be pursue two anamon bi se obesia ko 4 years na sa na mo a wo tu yi no Ghana dachi ye ni munyam e wa man hodo so wo amamu kebi ma menka bi mu no ehe na gina
that's it enye ye dachi and I say ye judicial outlook or foreigners on kwan and our foreign countries as a Ghanaian so what if ye by this time like the ekwe what was say and found one e for ho pan e so do won say good so na we shall see soon because so almost succeed in removing of these chief justices it will be a friend regional tribunals omitimi form no solidly I'm sure how for be pen no kra we dem be 70 years because that time no the omo pen omo ye mrano ye ndi so fully o utin say mrano da ho pan na ajai na ye pu mrano ye dane mrano abutu hwe said all kind no ye dey asam no I think say lawyer Vincent Ekoase for the injunction application at Supreme Court on this same removal of chief judge. Yeah, can some no ye. Young can some no who be ye. Or much now, so I think say last week Wednesday, and also Moka almost say one of the judge in the ARNT international. The other time much now, so almost say judges in a conference international case and so. Young Casa case we answer. And so man penini atu anamon ade ayede application injunction akono e wo so no ya ntena so into procedure no anase processes na e say ye fa so e di chief justice no kra no ye mfa so ye MPP for ye say ye ho na e de na abetena say defend we nye MPP NDC matter e Ghana matter ya unim say who be yi Chief Justice, say petition no ba. The first thing I will be say, you write to the Chief Justice and then receive her comments on the petition. And sana, why establish prima facie? Now, with I consult Council of State. But was that what happened? Yeah, petition na President Mahama kiki. What they call Ako consulted Council of State, which is even wrong. A tiamra. The woman has to write to the president, say, man on share petition. Wo say, ube yimi, every ajuma, from ajuma, ube yimi, every ajuma. One chireshe, mrane chirese, ube yimi, chire bibi, na mi hu, dienche ube yimi. Samuel, anu yebi, na me daba. So I shall say, Manu Yone and Sisua, then you would establish a prima facie case. But that was not what happened. And one thing I hope I say, sir, petition way said the qua and your public and your for public consumption. A new point say, Timamufone who dear war petition until say baby. Andra, let me tear lawyer Samijin fee. was FM. He was quoting verbatim from the petition. Just say, I don't know, and yet Garmentin or Muyo, a NDC agenda, a political agenda, say, you Chief Justice, no, inflow. NT the petition, I'm NDC communicators. I don't know, and yet for public consumption. If I'm NDC communicators, no more radio, so, or more quoting page by page. A chirichum, a tiamra. I think, say, Supreme Court judge, CEOs, Ghana Bar Association, you have to rise to this matter. Man, find it lightly. So, what one a judge, not just saying, found one, a Chief Justice, we are, a be an air about so. Until they have to also talk. Adia, and for public, a banner say, and a lawyer, minimum, one yakra, tiny be a quatina radio, so, ni TV, so, HH, is it about NDC communication? No. Into a best President Mahama. One find the political agenda no and to change because President Kwame Nkrumah.
Now okay, no, yeah, Article 146 Clause 10. No?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think says our clause now so no original 1466 and so no so original so.
Yeah.
Yes, how 1466 nature and no discretionary powers. almost say May, okay, 14610 no.
Yeah.
And yes, shall and amas a May, opa, and obey so. Just a pay, I did I day. I quite say Aqualane Toffino. A yana denti, opa, and I'm a pair. I didn't me person me that. Some are Canada or Kosumbo. Inti say, or mother about the end of my main preco. Inti idea where the ope. President Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. When he say, when he is Chief Justice, no, about 2 years' time, and a 2 new free ideas. Because that time, now, as a lawlessness, ever on my name, who say, Mama, the honor, Aja, now, you boo at time for. So the people became angry. No, so made on the force, a tunu, a few. It's President Mahama was succeeding in this. No, I shall say, boo attention there. I think, sir, Kumu, I ain't gonna day. Now, so bit my papa. Into one share now, one swar. Ye Chief Justice way. Ned Oba. O crowd with Timu Antino.
And no, na make us say, I say, be a year program host or radio and TV show. Now, Ubi or Tehono, on your hay. Now, a be a manager, general manager, and I said, Jumura. As we were near her, now, you for an name for Metna. Wah, ye don't bound for us. So, we are bad dream by now in Yansenia. Ubi sounds Abiwi, yes, so called to say Abuebi Suni as well. Cassessori, yes, so, and Cassessori, so. And it looks like, I said, the judiciary, no. I said, they're also quiet.
Yes.
I said, baby, I'm informed. Okay.
You have to talk. Judiciary now also Mukasam. Because Munia Penny, more captain on the pitch, you know, and a union. And a me business, and now what would teach you say? Say, no, they'll cry and shy more letter. What if you na bello course a man PABU? Ya you are Obia or no crano. Yes, your right process is more and Sunday our point to know. Yes, we are in it. Or no crown and they tuna boss. Into the judges now more Supreme Court. Also, most sorry, said the main brand can. What is a be more air compare sad case with any easy deal? Answer is easy part of the answer of government. We're a leader in which part of the answer of government? So, Supreme Court justices and a judge and as a Chief Justice, one day leader of the judiciary. Inti ebeyina man fambe compare easy. Ajuma easy or non ajuma nye election processes no way asa. Election processes in some craba Chief Justice na betina so. Ono na be appointed committees near the ade near tina asam no so aka.
Okay.
So two different cases men compare say ayi obi oba nti we so ebeyi na oba ateka nya ateka asem. We Ghana asem na ka nti otifia kan hu say attentia enam kwan so eba ofie. Because some succeed in this the next the medical can next Supreme Court judge and Chief Justice oba won't mean one peace of mind I will bet me dia di ne juma. Time be obe worried because I talk about me and I will say this on record and boldly say meaning say 2028 MPP ebe we ne aba. Say NDC succeed eyi Chief Justice ne di the dead Chief Justice Amaba Ghana when you say when any dear the pan
Emawo
Ghana phone na omutia obi tini di ka ka say nyom na omoto otimi soresa Gertrude Araba Esaba Toku in the dead do na wa ba beti di o so be yi that who be yi that feel as say 2028 say America no almost succeed in removing this Chief Justice you we na about 2028 new Chief Justice Mama ebe appoint no one parking man train man letter kwan but on cast our because of course roba form
obe free ho me da say ade wo hwe sede anamon wa NDC 2 ya do you think say edu ba bia your judicial system no ana your judiciary no ya parking anase ya politicizing no and that Ghana so be patent it will be difficult.
Say my family baby ekono nya okana eno anno en me ka say ebema amanfo gidi a nya wo mu no ebe brase ne ehwe judicial system. Ghana has one of the best judicial system until say sani my baba so no nka your judicial system bia nya it is absolutely an independent body. A independent body wanna ka ama one more judgment a very clear and precise. And for the NDC to take these steps, no, about morale or no, up down. Moran be down. Cry in a judicial on the judicial council say they should do it. My brother, the judicial system now one man, Makacho say independent. And the removal of the Chief Justice, yenya any transparent evidence, evidence-based allegations in her removal. No? Then I believe say intentions are purely politicized and final crime. Meanwhile, we have more things to talk to about things the rising tensions in the country are cost of living so echo high no. Chief Justice Yeniaka o mampeni ma ama pa o de onfa so no mfa koyi no was that a bad precedent in judicial in the no go area enti na de ma aka ne wo say ya tumi hwe na mbom pesi me bisa say NDC ba ya oka rating no me mfa on ne nyina enko economic hardship one who fu adodo ya tomu nansɛn anapa sɛ wie judicial no bi ansa ne akɔ
what dey akɔ
yɛhwɛ the economic impact yɛnya ɛwɔ hanam na the high rising of our food stuffs enema aba ntimi control ama ene okɔ edwama ene tomatoes bo den yɛwɔ you promise us say obama yen tariffs aba from ene when increase the tariffs within 3 to 4 months when increase the tariffs. We should also be looking at it. Say NDC promises or bar of materials about form. The cost of petrol, what the campaign, and net petrol over 3 to 4 times. When to me, anyayi, when to me control prices are a hike in the market. Yeah, my minimum contract like you acquire near Sherman akufo-addo a bit my boss actually. You take near kind. It was one of the big mess rules. It is you were a nyama was it yetimi ebisa the NDC government and then they should be accountable to the good people of Ghana. Say oka say oba obama we aquaform and then you say a nyama bo air cost tariffs across row and then airtime otwa menum say na say otwa we to bundles is here bundle meto any second say dey ni bundle nyina away na ko you have promised na mu dwana num you have promised us ye wo ho e no che ese cocoa prices ubetu ma nananum akuafo a wo na do cocoa nananum akuafo ho mmobo enne nanado adarubanti free education free for all no de omo obi na mu ne beto momone ne ko bi e da hwe so okuani ntimi nkan ka pa okuani nyaka ana ma shemahim efa akoye ne food na fuo bebi adri sanye ma no hia yen again na si yentimi ento cocoa prices mu ye pese ebisa na omampani ebe transport not ma tra yen ne eba ya akuafo yentimi ento petrol prices mu enne ne eba ya electricity water yentimi to mu enne wasi yetimi hu eduane a ekokosoro a amanfo entimi mmeti end living ekwan nam si bansi ato ye petrol bansi eno na egu kwan so ye pese hu issues of transportation ekwa betimi amiti end needs no ye market women na omo ho a street yi kwa so ayehye street so ayehye ye street boy si am nam wey ye nuanum am nam street here Dr. Bomi akoya kayo MVP abaye akoya kayo ye transform with skill training we haven't seen continuation of this.
Okay. Me bre ni nti. Messages be 2-3 bi na afei me bre no aso. Da. White Angel Jomahama stop. We dey no hear me dream. Stop fooling because Chief Justice is a clean person. Ghana is not for you. Everything has an end. Nanama Ashato, say please like the live and okay. We need a champion. Or say good morning, teacher. How are you doing? Please, all is well by God's grace. I love the way you are operating with boldness. Keep it up. Good work. Kencity knows shaping the nation beyond the limit. Love you all. Nanama okay. Another I'm say my kind dada. Me didi se me brain unti na me nyonko Thomas Amwaben o maame Mrs Margaret Amoaben anadodo no afa na akosua ankoma aka baabi anyame adoma memene dai na wo kra nti menu Thomas Amoaben mema hyeden wo ne wabusuafo oyire Eunice Edu Amoaben ne mofra nya ne wabusuafo nya ma obia hyeden nyame ya adomo a memene da ebe ne kwasi ada ya beba abebo nti menu Amoaben Thomas Amoaben ma hyeden ene unuanom enyina enen so mebere no nti aha na ebrebe man kwama me dwumadi no nyina asi menua ade oye uti regional organizer ma MPP obeboa na master planner nyesa hey ono so oye MPP ne uhunu a am say me so wakakra sen no but adwe no so emudo medin the teacher entry boasia
teacher we dey 1 minute mesre menua ma MPP 4 senior be argue nyina yi say it me kan huboma I believe say sanema ekoso yi no we are also calling on civil societies to join the new patriotic party so we will collaborate with them asofo omom ka bia ewom
na say civil society organizations no omo he sa abiri omo aso bia kan no aso
ensuo ko ye galamse ensuo ko pese galamse no galamse ensuo no ye pese yetu ano omamu ni nyina da dwen the MPP is against galamse responsible mining there we are into it but say be irresponsible mining na e be affect Ghana no it's a no go area na mafa so achia wa doctor live view hospital Dr. Okwajimai Okwajimai wa dan fane obua me papa me me hair screening e won Chumburu in fact obua yen nti ye dan ase
enti
me so me si kra no I want to put this on record. Currently Uba Ghana, one of the best commercial lawyers Justice Chief Justice who I perceive say about the taxation nema efa dwedium law ne dey we the best into such a fine brains
national person
cause say you na want me nko bebia one of the things I was say o ma wani brain no dum so na obe solve sa cocaine sen some ekoso obe hwe so amano to any na mema bo be den ebe fom Chief Justice the yin dia emfa hwe
medase aha na brebe kwa ndi dwundi nyina asi the national agenda eto aso ono bo ya mufabo ache eto midin e the teacher entwibu asiako mema amu ene hwa ahenewa